I'm a career marketing guy. And one hobby which Marvin didn't talk about, which most of the marketing guys have, is inventing jargon. So what I've seen is in all these conferences, marketing leaders come and they will invent a jargon and they will just announce it as the next big thing. This is going to change the world. This is what you needed. And this is it. This is the panacea. And those jargons, those acronyms, they keep coming in. But what doesn't change is, we don't really get anything out of them. Next year, there will be another jargon, another one after like another year, but it doesn't really help. And that is not what we at Cycles do. In everything that we do, including our marketing, we try to be pragmatic, very customer driven. So instead of using jargons, throwing acronyms, what we do is we try to listen to our customers, try to listen to what the procurement community is saying, what are the real issues, challenges they are facing, and then working with them and figuring out what is the innovation that we can basically provide, which will really solve their problems. And why it is important? Because world, including everything, including business, is getting very competitive today. I don't know how many of you saw this race. This was the closest race ever, 100-meter sprints. And everybody except for Asafa Powell, who actually got injured, finished within 10 seconds. And what you can't see in this picture, or rather, the smallest thing which you would see here is their shoes. But you don't know the kind of technology which goes into making those shoes, the innovation which goes in so that those athletes can gain fractions of second in the races. And that is what we do. We are not the athletes. You guys are the athletes. We provide gear so that you can improve, enhance your performance. And that is our job. So that is what I'm going to talk about today. And I thought, since I'm using this example, I took the liberty of paraphrasing the Olympic motto, which is Citius Etius. What I did was I changed to Facilius, which is easier, because that's what is the core design philosophy of Zycus, that we create easy to use solutions to solve complex business problems. So this is the title of my presentation, and I'm going to talk about the innovation and product direction that we are taking for next 18 to 24 months, and what are the new enhancements, new modules, new thrust areas which you are going to see from us. But before I do that, I just want to give a very quick product overview so that when I'm talking about enhancement, when I'm talking about innovation, you can relate easily to them. So as Atish spoke yesterday, this is what we have to offer. This is a complete Cycles suite, including various modules within spend analysis, sourcing, contract management, supply management, financial saving management, and once we go downstream, we have procure-to-pay suite, which includes e-procurement, e-invoicing, supplier portal, etc. So what I want to do is I just want to briefly touch upon a few products, and which we believe are very innovative, which are path-breaking, which are very differentiated from what our competition has to offer. The first one which I would like to very quickly touch upon is iMind. So spend analysis is fine, you can use it to identify savings opportunity, but many times what we have seen is when you are embarking on the spend analysis journey, many times you do not have sufficient resources. Sometimes when you are setting up a new team, you might not even have the right skill sets. And then it becomes important to really ensure that the savings pipeline generation cycle is very short. And that's what we provide through iMind. iMind is an automated savings opportunity identification tool which will help you automatically discover opportunities which you can use, validate, finalize, and start with a pipeline rather than going through reports and doing it manually. So this is like going fishing in your bathtub. You're still fishing, but you don't really have to go in a lake or a river to find fishes. They are just there in a very small area. It becomes a whole lot easy to basically get them. The second innovative module in spend analysis which I would like to talk about is iCost. Spend analysis is not just about your data. The savings or opportunities that they don't just come from your data, but you have to look at external data sources as well, and I'm sure you guys do that. But that's a very cumbersome process because you're going to a lot of different portals, you're referring to a lot of different third-party data sources, and then trying to basically match it with your spend by categories or by suppliers and figuring out what is that, what is the gap and where is that, you can negotiate better. But iCost, the cost modeling tool from Zycus, helps you to actually get all the data from those third-party sources into a should cost model where you have different input cost breaker available, and figure out what is the input cost model for a particular item, for a category, or a service. And then you can use it on an ongoing basis to track how is the variation or changes in those commodity prices affecting the cost of the item or service that you're buying. Let's take an example. Maybe there's something which you're buying which depends on crude oil. Your suppliers will definitely come back to you saying that the crude prices are going up and we need a price increase. But they're never going to come back and say, okay, the crude prices have fallen and we are going to give you an additional discount. So this tool will actually help you when you need to basically ask for those discounts and figure out if your suppliers are charging you more than what they should. And I'm going to talk about further enhancement which will help you take it one step further and collaborate with your suppliers in terms of bringing the cost down. iOptimize, as Jason mentioned, is the bid optimization tool which you can use for advanced sourcing. Use constraint-based optimization for complex, large-scale events. iManage, again, is one of my favorite products. It kind of brings in the project management as well as sourcing lifecycle management into one single tool. So using iManage, you can actually configure sourcing processes for various categories, whether you want to use a 3-step process for a particular category or you have an elaborate 7-step process for a different category. And you can also create various templates for different stages of those, of the sourcing process, collaborate with various stakeholders, manage the project very efficiently using milestones, etc. Another product which I would like to talk about is iPerform, which is a supplier performance management tool. And I know a lot of speakers, including Debbie, Duncan, Jason, everybody spoke about supply management, so I'll be brief here. But whatever they spoke about, most of it you can do it here. Like you can create supplier performance measurement KPIs, you can generate reports, you can do surveys, you can collaborate with internal stakeholders as well as with suppliers to get data, create performance report based on the KPIs, create reports, analyze trends, put it on the dashboard, and also close the last mile. So it's not just about measuring performances or creating those reports, but also using that data, identifying those hotspots, and using that to create supplier development program so that you can improve supplier performance. And that is what we offer here. Finally, supplier management or supplier master data management. It helps you to set up supplier governance process. So whenever you are basically creating new suppliers, you are complying to whatever regulations you need to, like for example, OFAC, SDN, DPL, etc. You can have a self-service portal for suppliers to basically come and register. You can ensure that whatever data you need from your suppliers, including their certifications, insurances, etc., all that is captured. It is managed properly, as in if any of those documents are expiring, you will get an alert so that you can ensure that your suppliers will give refreshes it and so on. And finally, iSave. So one challenge which we saw coming from most of our customers and other folks we talked to was that it was very difficult for them to actually agree on savings definitions, baselines with finance. And not just that, it was very difficult to actually show their contribution to companies' bottom line of P&L because there was no collaboration. And that is what iSave helps procurement guys do, is collaborate effectively with finance to ensure that you can collaboratively agree on savings baseline, savings definition. You can track, manage the savings reporting process, and ensure that there's a better collaboration and you get what you deserve. So with that, let me just go to my topic, and I will talk about the future innovation and product directions. These are the four cornerstones of the innovation direction that we are basically taking. The first one is scalability, second is seamless integration, third is mobility, and fourth is collaboration. And I'd just like to share an anecdote. Yesterday I was moderating a panel on spend analysis, and one of the participants, Linda, asked her what basically makes you successful, and she said stakeholder participation. And we believe that collaboration is very important, not just to basically achieve your goals, your objectives, your KRAs, but to ensure that we can take the procurement performance to the next level, collaborate effectively with different stakeholders like finance, operations, suppliers, and so on. So first, let me talk about scalability. We have customers of various sizes. So we have customers as small as 1,000 employees. We have customers who have probably 100,000 employees. And we have to ensure that whatever we create, whatever products we create, are easy to use, but they are scalable enough so that they can handle the complex scenarios which our large customers or customers in specific verticals face. And it's very important for us to ensure that all our products are very, very scalable, and we are putting a lot of emphasis on this. And I'll share a couple of examples. One is from spend analysis and another is sourcing. So initially, or rather till a year back or so, our capability was handling 10 million transactions a day for a given customer. And for sourcing, like Atish had mentioned, we were doing around 500 to 1,000 items for a particular event. But we have put in a lot of effort using technologies like distributed computing to take it to a couple of notches, not a couple of notches actually, a lot more than that over. So today in Zyka spend analysis, and it's already there, you can handle 50 million transactions a day. So even if you're generating 50 million transactions a day and you need to basically classify that data, put it on a cube, it is possible. Similarly for sourcing, you can put in close to 10,000 items, take it out to 100 suppliers with 5, 6, whatever price-based decision factors, 20, 30, whatever non-price decision factors. So we're talking about around 70 million data points which you would probably gather, and our tool has the capability to do that. And that is because we are putting in this emphasis on ensuring that all our solutions are very, very scalable. Atish again spoke about integration, and I would like to dig deeper into it. Again, this is one of our major focus area for next 12 to 18 months. And the way we look at integration is very different from what you would have probably heard from others, because we believe that integration is not just about flipping a sourcing event into a contract. It is not about making sure that the business process is integrated. Integration is about integrated business processes. It's about integrated reports, dashboards, analytics. And it's also about single view and easy access to data. That, we believe, is true integration, when you can access anything, anywhere, when all your reports are integrated, business processes, workflows, everything is integrated, and it has to be that comprehensive, and that is what we are going to basically bring about. And again, I'm referring back to the same diagram, but I'm going to go further and talk about dashboard, one view, and so on. So one good thing, we built all our products ground up. So we did not acquire any technology, so we did not have any mismatches or disparity in our technology stack, which makes it very easy for us to put in any kind of integration, because we have a common master data platform where you have a single supplier master data schema, you have a single category schema, and so on and so forth. And because of this, you not just get an integrated workflow or integrated business process, you also are able to get those integrated reports and that easy access through one view, which I'm just going to very quickly show you how. Let's assume if we did not have this tight integration, and if you had a meeting with your supplier next day, what would you do? You'd probably go to spend analysis, look at the spend reports, how much you're spending with which supplier, and so on and so forth. You'll probably go to the contract management system, look at what are the contracts that you have and so on. Get some supplier performance report from the SPM solution and so on. So you're going to spend probably the whole day just getting reports and information out of those different disparate systems. But with one view, you don't really have to do it. It's only a search away. You just start typing in the name of the supplier or probably the category. It will also give suggestions like how Google does it. And here you go. You have all the information from all the solutions, whether it's spend analysis, whether it's sourcing, contract management, SPM, right in there as search results. So you have everything into one single view and your job becomes a lot easier. And that this is what we believe the true integration should provide. And not just basically easy access to data, but access to data in the form of reports, in the form of dashboards. So we have parametric dashboards. Again, they work very similar to one view. You start typing in searches, and you get suggestions, and you basically get everything that you need in one single dashboard. So you have your spend reports, you have your supply performance report, you have your sourcing reports. Everything basically comes onto one single dashboard. And the tight integration just does not only facilitates linear integration across the business process, but it goes across in all directions so that whatever information you need at any given stage, it is available. So it's the sourcing. Like a lot of times I've seen that people say that spend analysis comes first and then sourcing and then contract. It's not a linear process. It can go in any direction. For example, you have the category and business unit related information from iAnalyze, but you might also want to need the supply performance ratings in your contract management tool. You might need your list of suppliers and contracts when you are basically looking at procure to pay. You should have the ability to pull out supplier names or suppliers from your supply management tool into sourcing, and as well as get your supply performance data if you want to basically for existing suppliers, if you want to give them any advantages or disadvantages. So all that is possible with Zytus, and that is what you're going to see in the coming months. The next first area was mobility, and again we have a very different approach to mobility, because mobility is not just about providing a mobile browser-based access to Zytus solution. There is a lot more to it. You need to ensure that you adhere to security and compliance policies which your IT team might have. You need to ensure that the platform and device compatibility. Of course, you need to ensure that if there's a proper user experience. You can't really provide entire application through mobile devices because it might create a clutter. So you need to ensure that it is repurposed so that it can be used effectively through a mobile device. And of course, it has to perform, right? The application performance is also very, very critical. And all that we have factored in our mobility strategy, and we are going to use a mobile app-based approach rather than browser-based approach when it comes to mobility, and that's what we are going to provide. So that you get the best possible user experience, you ensure that there's data security, and you are able to get what you want. Finally, let's talk about collaboration, and I think it is very important because we have to ensure that there is stakeholder participation here, and that will basically make our job a lot easier. That will ensure that we deliver performance and we are able to collaborate effectively with other stakeholders, other departments, suppliers, etc. So, talking about collaboration, we came up with iSave, and there are customers here who are using iSave currently, and it is a tool which helps procurement and finance collaborate better and more effectively. But we are going to take it a step further, where we are going to come up with a new module called iBudget, which will help you manage your spend in the true sense against your budget. Make sure you are compliant to your budgets. There are alerts and reminders if you are going to exceed, if you are nearing the budget of a particular category or for a particular business unit, and there alerts or reminders sent out. In contract management, we are coming up with issue resolution and ticketing system, which will basically help you, manage supplier issues. So, for example, if suppliers have any issues related to contract, they can raise a ticket like how you would, with our Zytus tracking system, and you can ensure that that ticket is addressed, it is managed, and if there are escalation required, they are also possible. We are also taking, ICOST, the cost modeling to the next level through an integration with supplier performance management, where you can take the cost model, get data from supplier, understand what are the cost elements where they are not performing well, as in they are higher than what they should be, and then work through supplier development programs to bring those cost elements down, so that you can help your suppliers to bring their cost down so that they can provide that advantage to you. So this is what we are basically doing in terms of collaboration. That is what I had to basically talk about. Thank you so much.